Essence. Essence is a software engineering method, and this video is here to explain what is the core of Essence. The video is part of course assignment in University of Jyväskylä's courses TETSM 54. And now I'm going to talk about software. Softwares are basically everywhere in our lives, in our cell phones, mobile phones, computers, Internet of Things devices. Soon they're probably going to be in our toasters also. But the main point of the software that is improves efficiency in our lives and also in the work life, and also brings everything together, so you don't have to wait for the information, just gather it up from the software, or you can add it up in the software. You can do basically whatever you want in the software. You just have to say it and make the software. And software has given us the digital revolution, and devices that can use these softwares are basically anything that has some smart chips inside it, but basically telecommunication, computers, Internet of Things. So when you're making a software, you have to develop it first before you can start to use it. And there's actually no right or wrong way of developing a software. And software engineering is one part of doing the software. You have straight go what you're going to do and methods how you're going to do it. And we still have the old methods from the 60s. They have some good bits on it, but they are a little bit outdated and it needs a little bit too much work if you have failed to do something in the beginning. So it's good to have a little bit different methods these days. And also the methods these days have a little bit problem with the guru complex, which is called when you have only one person leading the method development and basically whatever the guru says that you have to do it. So it is a problem, and it actually might narrow it down the method how you're going to do it, so it doesn't open up the world like it should be. And today we have also the agile methods, which includes Scrum. You might have heard it already, but still every work project has their own different way of developing a software. We all people are unique. We all have our own ways, so every team also have their own way of doing things. And actually software development is not just coding. It is also testing, seeing the big picture as architects, analyzing what you're going to do and designing the whole layout of the software. But now I'm going to talk about CEMAT. CEMAT is a software engineering method and theory. And it's founded in 2009 by Eivor Jacobson, Bertrand Meyer and Richard Soley. And it drives a process to refound software engineering based on a solid theory, proven principles and best practices. And they help people from different backgrounds to be more professional in their area of work. It has over 2,000 members, companies including ABB, Ericsson and different universities around the globe. But now to the main point of this video, Essence. Essence is a software engineering method, and it was originally developed by the CEMAT community. And it creates a common ground for the software and development area. And it understanding and visualize the progress you are going to do in the method. And so you can also share, adapt and just plug and play. So you try it and error it. If you have done something wrong, you can try it again. So it creates new way of working and developing your own way of working. And methods can be shared in the world, in the Essence community, and you can have different kind of methods and ask people advice how you can do it better. It's the same way as GPS system shows where you are and where you want to go and the best way to get there. So the Essence is the same kind of thing for the software developing world. And this is the core of Essence. It has the kernel, which is the basic foundation, and then the language, how you read it. And together, this brings us Essence. The language is very simple, intuitive and practical, and when it describes the part of the kernel. And the language has 4 elements: alpha, work product, activity and competency. In all of the elements they have their own syntaxes, so you can picture them more better if you want to draw them in a board or if you want to have them in a card. Alphas are the jobs in the software endeavor. where you follow what is going to happen in the software development process. The work product is like working code. Activity is that you are doing the code you're coding, and competency here is the ability to do the code. And the kernel is the foundation of everything, the unique way to handle and also how things to work with. It has structure of 3. It includes customer, solution, and endeavor. It has their own colors in the card, so you can visualize it more better if you have the cards to use from the essence. The customer is always wanting something, so you are bringing them solution, which is usually the software, and the endeavor is the area of concern containing everything related to development team and the way of they approach the work. And the element of the kernel is the language, which I already talked about. And the building blocks of Essence is the method, which uses practices, which uses kernel, which uses the language. So this is the main idea of how Essence works. And the methods might be the backlog-driven user stories, test-driven development, and all of these are part of the Essence. Essence can be put everywhere around the world and people can use it to develop in their own way. They try to create the common ground for everything. And the benefits of using the Essence is today's software development is more of craft and less of engineering discipline. And the SEMAT community wants to do it once again more of an engineering discipline where you have a straight goal where you want to go, but still they don't want to kill the creativity of the software engineering and the development process, because you need creative people to do the code. And it's based on practices instead of just scientific foundation. So they have researched the area and see that this is the best way of doing things, and can be applied to all of the methods, so to the waterfall and also to the latest agile methods. In the practice, it means that you have better software, faster development, and that means usually happier customers and better business. And also when using the Essence, your organization starts to be more of a learning organization, because they can learn really easily the new methods of using different development methods, because they have already know the part of the Essence, and Essence explains them how to do the rest.